think I guess I can speak on this one. Um, I think a big thing is, when you step into a role like these, and you guys can also correct me, but you have to have kind of a vision of where you're going, and that has to align with your undersecretary's vision as well as, the NSC's vision and ultimately the SecDef's vision. And usually that vision is, usually we align pretty well because we're chosen for that reason, right? So looking at a change, you have to look kind of 3 steps ahead. Is it good for my members? What's it going to cause in the future? Is it going to cause a headache in the future or, anything like that?
Mhm. Okay, anyone else? Okay, guess not. Okay, next question.
Well
Okay, let
said.
me pick. You want to say something?
Nope, no.
Okay. Okay, next question. I'll pick this. What role do you believe senior command plays in fostering engagement? Anyone?
If I have to answer every question, guys.
I think I can comment here. I think senior command plays probably the biggest part in just overviewing, making sure your teams are trying to make sure like whatever your team does, like for instance, like an office, like the director ensures that the ADs are, pushing engagement as best they can, and senior command kind of takes a step back and lets the the ADs almost in a sense play director, so they can, just just kind of like test how they would, I guess, work with the members to improve the engagement. But for me personally, I like to like challenge my own team and see how they how they react and perform in certain things like with council disengagement or something. I look at what ways that they can add or edit the council to basically improve the engagement. That's for me, anyways.
Okay, thank you. Who else? I mean, does anyone else want to speak?
I also senior command also has like a major role in fostering engagement, especially on the branch command side of things. So obviously, as a branch commander, it's kind of like every day that we have to be involved in like our operations. So like making sure that everybody's all right and like making sure our branch chats have engagement and like they're having discussions really. So it's like, but we need to oversee the council leadership to ensure that they're also doing that as well. So it's like Peter said, we kind of oversee things and let the council leadership take over.
Okay, nice. Okay. Anyone else want to speak? Okay, actually, the AM shift pick out a lot of questions. So there's not really a lot of good questions. Let's see. Okay, next question. How do you handle making difficult decisions as a leader, or as a senior command, or actually as a member of USDF, or whatever?
I can answer this one. So, like, it's good to get opinions off of everyone, especially for the people below you or around you, whatever. But sometimes you just got to realize you literally cannot make everyone happy. There's always going to be someone upset. There's always going to be, I'm just a chill guy for real. Like, you just like you want to make everyone happy, but sometimes you just can't, and you just gotta like put your foot down and make the right decision, even if some people might not be happy. At the end of the day, you gotta make sure everything's going well for the people around you and for USDF as a whole.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, like, Yak's right. At the end of the day, it's not personal when we have to make decisions. We do what we think is best for the community. We hate making difficult decisions. I know that personally, it is one of my least favorite things to do here. As many of the people on this podcast know, I complain about it all the time in DMs. But we do what we think is best for the community, and we always try to be transparent and give our reasoning as well, because that's how we keep the community close and tight knit.
Mhm.
Well said.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, this is a good one. Okay, next question. What advice would you give to someone who is just starting out in USDF?
Literally, like, get involved with everything. Like, get involved with conversations, get to know people. I know it's like can be daunting for many people, especially our new enlisted who's just recently like joined. And also like people who are just reinstated from like years ago or are selectees really. But just get involved in everything. Get involved in your branch event, get involved in USD events, and just get involved in like the everyday community and conversations within Discord and USDF because that's where you learn to make your friendships. And like, for example, I've been here for about nearly 3 years now, and it's been like I've made so many close friends. So it's really getting involved.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
have a career path, set some goals. One major thing I've done throughout my career is I've set just small goals out as I've gone along. I wanted to be HNCO, I got HNCO, I wanted to be XO, so on and so forth, set goals. And it doesn't have to be command position goals either. Just do small things.
Yeah, it could be like ranked position goals. So like, oh, I know that many people are like, oh, they want to pass OCS to become an officer. Just set those goals. They don't have to be big. They don't have to be. They don't have to be like huge. You can just be small and like a day-to-day or monthly basis.
Yeah, just something to work towards. But don't burn yourself out either.
Right.
Getting involved in stuff. Do not burn yourself out.
Yeah,
Do what you think you can handle.
a lot of people get pretty excited with the whole jump into USDF, and the duties are pretty easy, but once you start doing them over and over and over, you'll probably burn yourself out. So I'd say start slow, work your way up, picture yourself in a role that interests you, and work towards that role.
And like
Yeah, I mean,
genuinely, like command we're people too, and we love to help and give advice. And I mean, so many times someone will DM me and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry I'm bothering you." I'm like, "You're not. If talking to us is bothering us, then we shouldn't be here." So like lean on us, ask us questions, ask what we did, and our goal is to train you guys to replace us, genuinely. So, just focus on that and use us as mentors when you need it. We're here to help you.
Okay, thank you all. Okay, we have one question from the Club Marine. Okay, so how do you reinvent yourself after hitting a plateau, after hitting a high ranking usually, as you constantly have to evolve yourself?
Can you repost the question?
Okay, let me
Yeah.
post it.
Honestly, just broaden your horizon. Like if you're in the same office doing the same thing and you feel like you hit a plateau, try something else, try something new.
There's also the opportunity to go on leave or reserve active reserves or inactive reserves. But you can also change positions, change officers.
Change branches.
Impressions.
Environments, are different everywhere you go. I mean, nowhere is as lit as the Marines, but I mean, I'm just saying. Sorry,
MCBC.
Okay, anyone else? Sorry. Okay, if not, I'll go to his cover question. So if all USDF, all your USD is running, but you have enough protection device for all but one, which USD plus member are you letting sink to the abyss?
All right, I have the answer for this. Grogu. Grogu's not coming on my boat. Oh, I gotta
Damn.
get out
Oh
of here,
my
man.
god.
He's drowning.
Oh wow. Not gonna save Ollie.
Even if I had an extra one, I'd pop that flotation device so he wouldn't be able to survive.
Not gonna lie.
Crazy.
Everyone thinks I'd choose Peter. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably let him live so I could continue to torture him. It's fine.
Uh,
Honestly,
okay, anyone else?
I'd save everybody except chicken fajita.
Mhm.
Some
Oh
strong
yeah,
Okay.
feelings.
Austin's a good one. Definitely Austin. 100%.
Okay. N- Next question from Aqua Love You. What is everyone's most rewarding part of their position? So what is
My
your most
my
rewarding?
most rewarding part of my position is when I walk into HQ and I always get, "Hey, Yak," and I feel like I get that more often the higher ranked I go.
So
I have
you're
to agree with
Because
that.
I'm just a chill guy.
Mhm.
I'm a chill guy,
I
so everyone wants to say
I can
hi.
agree with that.
Mhm.
The most rewarding part.
No, go ahead.
The most rewarding part for me is the branch itself, like especially the council leadership. Big up the council leadership. And just everybody in the Marines branch and everybody in USDF. Like I'm like quite acknowledged as OSD, so it's like quite rewarding that most people like know me and what I do.
Yeah. For me, this being my first senior command spot, as you know, like people like Goose, this is his first. You know, these old heads are all OSD. Sorry, but no. But for me, it's like just feeling like accomplished. You know, coming into the position and making a whole bunch of changes and seeing that it actually pays off and things are making a difference. That's the most satisfying thing for me. That's what I really, really enjoy about my position.
Yeah, I'd say that was where I was gonna go with it as well. You know, I was just making changes for what I believe is the better, and then seeing it pay off and seeing people enjoy the changes that I make and be happy with the direction that I'm taking my specific office, you know.
Okay, thank you. Wait, I cannot find the next question. Someone deleted something. I'm lost. Go. Okay, Dub like to ask, if HQ is on fire, you can take one furniture with you, what furniture will it be?
The ice cream machine.
Any of the dragons.
I was gonna say dragon.
Do the pets count? Do the pets count as furniture?
No.
Oh,
Get
the
rid of the pig.
Starbucks booth. You guys haven't ever seen me without caffeine. We need to keep the caffeine.
There's not a spot for it, Casper. I can't add it.
Yeah, you have a lot of questions.
I just take one of the black marble floors. Just one.
What are you gonna do with just one?
Stand on it. What else?
So,
Oh my god.
Yeah, he gets it. I'm just chill.
okay. Funny, Yak, do you want to answer the question targeted to you?
No.
Okay. Then next question. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, no one have questions. Okay, let me go back to.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh, we
so
have
that's
one.
fine.
Question.
Okay, so from I don't know how to say your name. KLVR.
Clover.
Oh, that's not Clover. Oh, okay. So the question is, what are you looking for in potential officer, and what do you wish you did as a CWO to get noticed more to move forward?
This is just me, but I like to see initiative with officers. I just like seeing like those like CW4, CW5s that take the opportunity to do something that most people wouldn't, and they get noticed for that. I'd just say standing out is probably the best quality you can have whenever you're trying to get noticed, do more, become an officer, and step up, basically. Oh, I guess there's
Anyone
a
else?
second part.
Yep.
I don't think I would wish to do anything differently than. I think I would just wish I would have probably locked in a little bit quicker than I did. Took me a while to get where I am.
I mean, it's all
Anyone?
about activity and leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Like, OCS is all about leadership and activity, and it's about building yourself as leader. Many people think that you have to have a command position to get into OCS, but that is not true. So just keep being active in HQ, show your leadership in HQ positions, or like just engage within HQ activities, and you'll get to where you want to be. What do I wish I did? More. I can't really say because I personally got into OCS first time round, but
Okay.
I was quite
Flex.
Okay, Flex.
I was quite an active warrant officer, hence. So yeah, just be active, just be engaged. That's all I. That's what I can recommend.
Okay. Anyone else?
Just be genuine. Like, don't try to, like, your progress is not comparative to other people's progress. So, like, don't be mad that somebody got into OCS before you or somebody got a position over you. Like, be genuine. We're here to have fun and be a community. Focus on that and being your true self. And, like what they said, being a leader in HQ, and it will fall into place. Everybody hits their stride at different times, and you'll all be able to get there. Promise. Pinky swear.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay, now I'm gonna move on. Okay, I'm sorry if I missed something. Okay, next question that I can see is, as a organization from TigerLily MC Stadium, as each organization define their own meaning of leadership, what's the meaning of being a leader in USDF? What is maybe in your own interpretation?
Can you post the question?
Just just vibe. No, I'm kidding.
Just vibe.
No, I'm kidding. Just listen to the people around you, especially like if you're a leader, people look up to you, people ask you questions. Don't be a dick. I can say that word, right? Be all right. It's not a swear word.
Mhm.
Like
Sounds like a
people
swear
people
word.
always look. No. What is the J signal?
It's crazy.
But yeah, just like if people ask you questions, answer it. If people wanna joke around with you, joke around as long as they're being appropriate. Like as long like being a good leader is like being able to be approachable. Don't be like at the end of the day, this is a fucking game. Sorry, I swear again. It's okay. I forgive myself.
Mhm.
I'm a chill guy. Yeah, end of the day, it's a game. So like, be someone people can look up to, guide them. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. Unless someone else want to answer. Okay, let me move on. So, Lieutenant, Junior, Grade, I assume. JG Christian asks, if you ever encounter hardship in your career, what do you do to stay focused to keep progressing and not let it affect you, consume you?
Can you
Uh,
repost, Dry?
I'll answer first. I've had a couple of like hardships during my time, but every downfall that you have, every like stopping point that you have is never like the end. Stuff happens. You make mistakes. The best you can do is just learn from them and develop yourself to not let it happen, or to develop yourself into a direction to where you stay on a good path and you move forward. Um, the easiest way to not let it consume you is just to put it behind you. Think about like how, okay, this happened, but it's over with. It happened, it's done. Let's move on. Let's do better, and let's improve.
Okay.
Amen.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I mean, I've personally, on my personal, I've felt like an idiot a million times, on my way up through the ranks. I've definitely gotten talked to about different things, and I've gotten the infamous TRM DM of, "Hey, you around?" And that's not a fun DM to get, I'll tell you, for anyone that's gotten it before. But you kind of have to say, okay, own up to whatever you did, and you know, work if you care about this place enough to keep going, own up, go get through whatever you're gonna get, and then move on. You know.
Anyone else?
Everybody's like probably done something bad or is gonna do something bad within USDF. Their time at USDF. For example, some of our senior commands have like demotions, dishonorable discharges. But look where we are now. Just keep focused where you want to go, and just keep looking towards the goal, and just think like you're here for a reason.
And we want you here. Like, so don't sit there and think that we're like, oh my God, 5 years ago they did this. Wow, we are never going to let them become an officer or get past E9 or be in OJ SIG or OMP or whatever. Like, we don't look at it that way. Half of us don't remember what we did last week, guys. Really, it's fine.
What did I do?
I mean, I can definitely, say plus one to that. I mean, I can't say too much of what goes on in the higher levels, but I can say that if you get in trouble, I'm not holding it against you forever. You might, we'll definitely take all past things into consideration. But if I look at your PTS and I see you've got a demerit from, 3 months ago, is it really something I need to worry about? Unless it was something very serious.
Okay. Shall I move on? Or anyone else have something to say? Okay, I'm
I
gonna
think
move on.
just it should just be
Um,
reiterated that it's not the end of the world if something bad happens to you. I don't want to, tread too long on that subject, but I just want to let everybody know that it's seriously not the end of the world. So there's always a way to move forward.
Just do what I do. Say it is what it is and move on.
You're such a chill guy, for real.
Chill God.
Especially, this is an online game. Like, you shouldn't be worrying about an online game. It's not your real life at the end of the day. Even though some of you need to touch grass.
Number one, combined union. Let's move on.
Definitely combined union. He needs to
hate
touch
that
grass
term.
first.
Okay, next question we have from Shishkavok. So actually it's directed to Goose Goose. So how's your experience of shifting from one side of intelligence portfolio to the other, from OISA to OJ6 been for you? And what is the biggest challenges?
Yeah, I mean that is a very fair question. Moving from OISA to OJ SIG was definitely a big challenge. You go from being very friendly and going out of your way to go meet people and, working on foreign security to inside security, I can say I've lost friends in this role already. Within the first couple months, I've lost friends just because, I have to do my job. Um, and you realize you're kind of bigger than you're part of something bigger than yourself, you know, going into internal security. You were trying to keep this community safe from the insider threat, you know. And I didn't hear it. Was there a second part to that question?
What is the biggest challenges?
One more time. Sorry, I can't hear you.
What's the biggest challenges? Challenges.
Oh, biggest challenges. Sorry. I mean, honestly, it just came with any other challenge that comes with going into JSD or, for any matter, a leadership role. You know, moving from intel to, or yeah, from foreign intel to insider intel, really. It was just hard to get your mind to change completely, and it had to happen overnight.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next question is from North Fay. Do you think USDF will make it 20 years from now?
No.
I
Do
don't
we
think
think
so. I mean,
USDF will make it 20 years?
20 years
Um,
from now.
do we think Habo's gonna make it 20 years?
I'd say
Honestly.
the hopeful answer is we'd hope, but it just depends on Habo.
Let's move USDF to Roblox.
No.
And we'll love you for that.
I mean, yeah, it all depends on Habbo. Like, I remember like a couple of years ago, Habbo said, "Oh, we're getting rid of Flashline because obviously Flash was getting dissolved." But here we are.
Yeah, I thought we are gonna shut down at the moment.
If USDF is still around in 20 years, I'll buy everyone here like a fucking Maserati.
Oh, please clip that. Someone clip that. No, I mean, we have
20 years, bro. When my grandkids gonna take over my account.
a community here, and I think this community is going to survive no matter, what happens. Even if Habo goes down, maybe, this community stays up and keeps thriving somewhere else, or just the Discord server stays up. I mean, um, I'm sure we're gonna be alive talking to each other. Some of these people are lifelong friends,
Okay. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so from the which person that you work with or worked at USDF in the past were you afraid of?
Afraid of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were we afraid of?
I'm not afraid of Habo Pixels. Respectfully.
I'd probably
Okay.
say not necessarily like scared of, but like intimidated to like ask myself, oh, what did I do? There's a point in time where you could get like a hey, you around from Greeksta, TRM, at some point, it's not necessarily like afraid of them. It's just more like a oh snap, did I mess up type moment. But I'm with Yakko, and yeah, nobody. But
Do you know Austin is afraid of Mike Williams?
Yeah, I
yes,
heard
he
about
is.
that. No one like makes me shiver my timbers,
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone
Um,
else an answer?
Yak terrifies me.
Oh,
It's Yak.
actually, I will say Andre.
Andre.
100%.
Andre's a softie. You guys can tell him I said that too.
I don't know.
Okay, let me
I feel
move
like if I
on.
get a DM from him, I'm in trouble.
I'll ask him to DM you.
Yeah, he doesn't DM me.
Okay. Okay, next question from Silent Storm. How do you motivate your team and encourage everyone to work towards a common goal as a leader?
Okay, I guess I'll answer. It has to be something I'm like interested in, because if I'm not interested in it, then how do I expect my team to be interested in it? So if you show passion, then the people around you would most likely also show passion. So as long as you like give off the right vibes, and show like the enthusiasm, the energy. Am I passionate about the army? Yeah, sure, why not? I have to say that. So you don't know if I'm lying or telling the truth.
Yeah. I mean, and just to kind of build on that, a lot of it comes with the leadership vision that I spoke of earlier. Just when you have a vision, you have to, have your team see that vision, um, and try and make them understand that the vision you have is good for your office long term and short term. If it's not, obviously your second in command, third in command, so on and so forth, would be able to tell you and help you come up with a better idea. But it's all about your vision, really, at the end of the day, I think.
Okay.
Good answer.
Wait, okay, we got a anonymous question through DM. Okay, so they would someone like to ask, for every panelist here today, please share your fun or pleasant memory where you enjoy your time in USDF early on in your career.
So just, I'd gotta say something about branch wars 2020 during COVID. That shit was just fun. Like, just all like locked down because of COVID, and we're just all in VC, just having fun, playing games, all being degenerates, not touching grass. Like, those were some good times.
For me, I'd say Branch Wars 2018 when I was in OPA command. That was probably the most fun I've ever had in a team. Like, probably not to date because I've had some good encounters since then, but definitely like one of the highlights of my earlier times in USDF as like an NCO and CWO. Branch Wars 2018.
Anyone else?
I'm gonna throw it way back, and I'm gonna go with the bunny raids of 2016. I was a new off-cell, and we all wore bunny hats, and we're raiding a different military, and it was easily probably half of us got banned, but it was probably the funnest thing that we did early in my career.
For me, it would have to be OCS class 063. Like, there was 5 of us, I think. But we all had a great time. And I took OCS when Branch was on, so SOW was suspended for that time. So I could just focus on OCS. And yeah, but we had a great time. Big shout out to Kevin, who's currently still around. 063, yeah.
What about you, Anna?
I've been trying to think of one, but honestly, I have too many. Early on would probably be any event being done in OPA, to be honest. I love doing events.
We did have the best time in OPA. We did.
Yeah.
Okay, let me move on. It's gonna be 40 soon. Okay, from the actually not really a question. This is a rhetorical question. Basically, he's asking, do you think USDF will last as long as Habbo will live?
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'd say so.
100%.
As long as there's a Hubble, there's always going to be USDF. Other way around, probably not.
Okay, let me scroll a bit. 10 minutes behind the question. Wait. Hold on, I'm just finding questions.
All the
Everyone-
time. All the time, Charlotte.
Yeah. Please don't use ChatGPT for UIs. Or else
Please don't use ChatGPT for UIs.
Or else
Please.
Goose is gonna have to send you a demerit.
Yeah. We
Probably
get enough
worse.
we get enough EOIs to where we just recognize how the sentences are structured to where it's kind of crazy.
And the wording used.
Yeah, bro. Like, why are you talking about USDF as like a branch type meeting, occupational. Like, don't use those buzzwords.
If I
If
see
you're gonna use
the word
ChatGPT, like
We
if you're
know
gonna
how
use
you guys talk.
ChatGPT, just
Yeah.
like use it as a reference or something at the very least. Don't just copy it.
Yeah.
Look up what
Like a grammar.
look what like paraphrasing is at least.
Okay, she's about asking yuck. Jump or flats?
What?
Jumps or flats?
Crazy.
Do you say drums or legs?
Flats.
Drums or flats?
Flats, and if you eat drums, you're a psychopath.
Yeah, I like flats.
Okay, I caught up.
I do
Okay.
Call me a psychopath.
ChatGPT. She says she likes when she uses it. Yes, Shish, I can answer that for you.
Okay, since I caught up, Ash
Okay,
gonna take
Ryan's
over.
gonna go to bed now. So everybody say
Nice.
goodbye to Ryan.
Good night,
Right,
Ryan.
Ryan.
Good night,
Ryan.
Ryan.
Bye.
Good night, Ryan.
I hope you get some Texas chicken for lunch tomorrow.
You.
You don't like Texas chicken?
No, okay.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, so I will be taking over because Ryan is up at 5 a.m. So I'll look through the chat for any other questions, but everybody, what is a little known Pabo appropriate fact about yourself?
My height was 6'3", and he's a chill guy. That's my fact.
I'm gonna make you all answer. We will sit here in silence.
Like a fun fact about herself?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just a chill guy.
I mean, mostly I'm an open book, but I guess a lot of people know I'm a volunteer firefighter. But what they don't know is that in addition to everything I've done this year, I've run 500 calls with my volunteer fire department.
Wow.
So he's also an overachiever, guys. We love to see
I'm
it.
an overachiever in every aspect.
I mean,
Anna?
habit-wise,
Oh, Robin, go ahead.
I've been in the military since like 2013, which we won't talk about. Myself, obviously, as many of you guys are aware, I'm a surgical technician. I work in hospitals. I work in surgery basically, and I'm also a qualified lifeguard. If you didn't know,
Oh.
so I can save your lives if you drown.
I actually can't swim, so that's probably helpful.
We need
Oh,
to
there you
look
go.
at
All
it.
right, Anna.
I don't really have any fun facts about me. I go to work and I go home. That's all I do.
I'll say about me, habit-wise, I've probably been around since like 2012, here and there, but real life, I'm just recently in the U.S. Air Force. I work as a supervisor at my job, which is like a little hardware store. But other than that, I got 2 dogs who are cool. I'll post a picture. Not that anybody asked for it.
Wait, Anna, you're a makeup artist?
Yeah,
I
Anna,
was.
you're a makeup artist.
I was.
You're talented with makeup.
Do you do like
Okay,
makeup
yeah.
for Halloween too?
Yeah.
That's got to be cool.
I haven't been able to do it in a while though. So that's why I said was.
Well, there's your fun fact. There you go.
Okay,
Look.
fun fact. There you go.
Okay. If you could change anything. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that one. I lied. What do you think is the most overlooked opportunity for growth within USDF?
Branch command like BHNCO or senior warrant officer, like especially senior warrant officer. Like we don't get many applications for senior warrant officer, like maybe 3 to 4 max. So yeah, it's definitely a good position. I know branch command is definitely overlooked, but you guys should definitely apply for branch command because it helps you with your leadership positions if you want to move on to the senior command branch positions. So like vice chief or chief in the future. Saying that, apply for Sergeant Major MC.
It closes tonight.
They're plugging.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
2359.
I see so many people that don't want to take on certain command positions because they don't want to go to a different branch. Oh, I like my branch. I want to stick with it. Okay, that's fine. But you are overlooking your entire, progress in USDF just because you want to stick with the same branch when you can go back eventually. I mean, I've been between Marines and Army, and Robin can tell you a million times, just because I wanted to get the next position.
There's
I
always a
actually
way
have
back.
to like agree with that. I'm not gonna lie. It's one thing to be loyal to your branch, and if you choose to be loyal to your branch for your whole career, that's amazing. But then don't get upset when other people progress faster than you.
Right.
Genuinely, like because they take positions that have other branches. Like it's okay if you choose to stay in the same branch. That's fine, but like don't get super angry when, other people might move up faster.
I'd
sure.
say don't be afraid to apply for something that you don't know anything about, because you will learn about whatever it is that you've applied for. Such as when I was in OMP as the AD, and people didn't want to apply for the HNCO spot because they had never been in OMP before, but OMP is one of the starter offices for a reason, because it's really easy to jump on, learn the task, learn the the stuff there, and then there you go. Now you're part of the team, and now you know what to do.
Yeah,
Like
guys.
even if you don't know a command position, like just apply for it, because you'll still learn from it. You'll still go through whatever training program, and you have the command team to support you if you have any questions or any problems. So yeah, just go for it.
Yeah, guys, I went
Um,
from only being OISA for my entire career since E5 to the JSIG. You can 100%, learn any position you go into.
From Beth, technically, she said it was her question. Sorry. If you could choose one random ex-member to reinstate, who would you choose?
I'm kind of torn between two answers. I already did put one, which was Sugar Noah, but I'm also torn between my other answer, which is Rob, Rob question mark.
Yes.
Rob, yeah.
Both of those two were just really big, like, role models within my time, like, coming into USDF, and they've also just been like, your number twos, like your boys, super good friends.
Mine is definitely my son Kubo. Kobe, that
Kobe's
guy's
a goat.
too funny. He's so fucking funny.
Definitely Kubo, for sure.
I
Anyone
think I would
else?
definitely, I think I would choose Cabonario, because he was a big role model for me as I was coming up. Or honestly, this might be a little bit controversial, but Cece Diplodocus. She's just like ambition personified. I mean, that woman is just complete ambition.
I mean, to be honest, for me it would be Ivan, aka I'm the Beast.
Oh yeah, good shout.
From Christian. Have you ever encountered a time where you encountered demotivation yourself? And if so, what advice do you have? I know we already touched on this a little bit, but what advice do you have for others who are feeling that way?
Take a break, log out for
Take
a
a break.
bit, take a leave.
We've all
Take a
encountered
break.
demotivation at one point.
Yeah,
All of us.
just
I promise.
just take a break for a bit, because at the end of the day, it's a game. If you're feeling demotivated, go touch grass for a bit. Figure out if you're demotivated because you're not getting positions, or maybe you're just done with Hava or whatever. Just take a break, think about it, and then you'll figure something out usually.
I'll put a little wisdom on it. Imagine if you have your microwave and you unplug it and you plug it back in, it still works. So if you unplug yourself from the situation, like USDF, take a break, you can just plug back in, like right after your leave.
Can we make it an air fryer instead of a microwave?
Yeah, sorry, I'll start over. So
Thanks, bud.
imagine, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not asking what TRM's rap name would be, guys. That's not gonna be asked.
It's already TRM. He'd just be TRM.
I think it would just be
Yeah.
TRM.
The rap matrix.
The rap.
Slim Matrix.
What advice do you have for people? Okay, let me just read the question completely. I know a lot of people who are considering resigning due to not getting positions. Any advice on how to help them and convince them to stay?
Get your application reviewed by Application Review Council. Get like feedback on the EOI, and like use the feedback from the EOI. I know it all depends like who the command member is. Like I know some feedbacks aren't that detailed, but you can always ask for like more detailed feedback from us, and like just work on the feedback. And at the end of the day, getting rejected from that position is not the end of the world. There's going to be other opportunities, and there will be other opportunities, and you will get a chance, however long it takes.
Yeah, I would say try not to like we're gonna go back to like what we said earlier, but just try not to beat yourself up over it. Stuff happens. You don't get the position that you wanted, but it's not like that another opportunity won't open up in the future. If you're at a point where you don't want to continue, or this is starting to be too much, I would say try not to resign, because at the end of the day, eventually you'll be back. Just take you a break. That's why USDF provides the R2 options, and honestly, the extended leave programs. Just take a break, and whenever you're ready to start moving forward and everything, come back, and also just reach out. Take your feedback. Everybody should always get feedback, no matter how upset you are that you may or may not have gotten the position, because that feedback is honestly the really good information to help you improve. I know that's one of the mistakes I made when I was going up, is I never took feedback because I was like, oh, well, I should have gotten it, So always take your feedback and improve.
Show that command team why they made a mistake and not picking you. Like I don't know if anyone was here for the podcast earlier, don't talk about it, be about it, show them that you were the right choice by your work, and don't go crazy and start talking trash about people or anything like that. Just like show that you are a great candidate, because the next position that comes up that you want, you will get.
I think feedback is one of the things that's like really overlooked, because at the end of the day, your progress is up to you, and getting that feedback will help you learn and grow.
Definitely.
Okay, from Beth, what is your dream position in USDF and why?
NR.
Yes, E4. E4, I promise. And office list.
I think one of the main couple of positions as I was a junior officer, like going up, I wanted either DMP or ACMC. Both positions I have previously applied for before, and now that I am the ACMC, I'd say probably like a future position for me is either CMC or USDPNR. Those are just two of the ones that stick out the most.
He's coming for you, Robin. He's coming for you.
Watch your back.
As a junior officer, my dream position was DMP. Obviously, because I was an OMP for like ages. Or a branch command mission. Originally, it was VCSA, but ACMC opened, so I decided to apply for that. Fun fact about that, I actually wrote my EOI for that in like 48 hours. So that's wild. And then obviously it would have to be either a branch chief position, so like CSA or CMC, which I am currently at the moment, and then either USD PNR, sticking with their PNR portfolio. So yeah.
Anyone else?
Who said he wants to answer?
Yeah, Cam, what's your dream position?
If I say it, my bosses are gonna come after me. No, yeah, I mean, I'd like to go into USDINS eventually. That'd be nice. But honestly, I'm kind of just here. I thought I was gonna retire before I hit officer. I thought I was gonna retire at E9. I thought I was gonna, retire at 05, and I'm just kind of here.
Just a
That's
chill
fair.
guy.
I agree.
I'm just a chill guy.
If you had the chance to restart your rank at USDF, would you and why? Personally, I'm gonna just say yes, I would. I came in as an off-cell, and I would do it for the perspective, because I make changes on the NCO and Warrant Officer front of CJCS, and I feel really bad because I've never experienced a lot of what you guys go through. So I would start at E1, and I would just redo everything.
Hell no.
I would.
I would.
Technically, because I haven't had the perspective of JNCO, SNCO, because I came in as warrant officer selectee, so I haven't had that perspective. So yeah, I would definitely would.
I think being an NCO is probably the most fun time in USDF because it's just very little responsibility and you just kind of get to chill and vibe.
I'm gonna say no for now. Maybe in the future. Maybe when I get to a higher. But right now, I'm very much enjoying where I'm at.
Yeah, I said hell no, and it would only change if it was for like if I could get into OCS by like OCS 100 or like OCS 420 or something. That's it.
Got ways to go.
Other
Yeah.
than that, no.
I'll hold you to it.
Okay. Where do you feel you have grown the most since starting out as O1 to where you are now? And that's coming from Shish Kebab.
I'll answer this too. Seriously answer. Just the fact that I actually ended up doing SODC, SOAB, and FGWAB, or whatever you want to call it. Like I never thought I'd end up doing any of that. I felt like OCS was my last time writing an exam or whatever.
Yeah, XODC with a pain in the arse. But yeah, I worked on my leadership and just my overall engagement. Like a lot of people know me now. Like when I was a warrant officer or a junior officer, I didn't have those people that knew me, but I feel like a lot of people know me now. So.
SODC is very difficult and it sucks at times. It's a lot of work, but it lets us see how you will do as a senior officer. It lets us see how you kind of are going to respond to situations that come up for our senior officers and come up for senior command. It's not fun. It's not, it's interesting. It gives us great insight into you, but it's definitely a lot of work. And then let me see if there's anything else. We're gonna do one more question because it's 5 o'clock. This is coming from the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. How huge is the difference between Warrant Officer 5 and O1 in terms of character? And I'm going to add and leadership. In terms of character and leadership.
Gigantic.
Yeah, I'd say W5 is kind of your learning rank, like you're learning all of the things that you need to know to become the officer. And at that point, when you turn 01, your whole demeanor changes and your whole like way that you see things is different. You are the leader, and it's just now that you are the officer, you make the calls, you make the shots, as long as they are, of course, following, as you were taught. But it's a big jump. It's a big jump, and it's something that you take delicately but responsibly.
I've said this before. USDF is, everyone sees USDF in Hebo, in the staff sees us. the other agencies see us. We want people that are going to represent us properly in the officer ranks, and if your conduct doesn't match that, I mean, I'm very sorry, you're just not going to be an officer. So you have to have, you can still be, silly and fun and whatever. I mean, Anna became an officer, so, you can really be,
I am.
but
For
you can
sure.
still be fun and have a good time, but you have to have a good baseline of conduct, to represent us as a whole.
Okay, guys, do you have any final thoughts or anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
Mm,
No.
Thank you for having me. It was a great time, and we
Let's
appreciate
do
you
this
all
every
coming
single
out.
day, guys.
Every day.
And,
Oh,
there's
Yep.
a lot of questions I couldn't
Um,
answer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We would
Yeah, I mean,
love to sit here and answer questions for hours, but we talk about touching grass, so we're going to do that too.
I think Watch
Speak
for Me
for
is
yourself.
hosting the after party at in 5 minutes. So yeah, it's an HQ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wherever he's eating them wings at after party. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. As we've said, always feel free to reach out to command. Always feel free to talk to us. And tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the Key Members podcast. That's going to feature some old NSD and some of our current command. And we look forward to talking to you guys then. So, thanks, guys.
Ah,
thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
yeah, chance, whatever. What do you need?